Orders of the day number 7, Coal Mines Subsistence Compensation Amendment Bill, resumption of the adjourned debate.
The question is that the bill be now read a second time. I call the member for Wollondilly.
Thank you. Wollondilly, as you know, is a beautiful area, the catchment for Sydney and top of the Bulli escarpment, home to the valleys and rolling hills. These hills and valleys have a long history of mining and primarily coal mining, which now survives in the north and the centre and in 2 underground coal mines. People are actually surprised that there's these longwall mines so close to Sydney. These mines employ people where the miners there do take care, but by nature they cause damage to the property above the ground. It is well known that subsidence can be felt up to 500 metres from the face of the mine wall. Above the mines in my electorate are the existing villages and homes. Not all, but some, can get damaged from mining and the underground. I've been to places where in-ground swimming pools have water that is 2 inches from one level on one side and yet a foot on the other. I've been to places where you can actually see daylight through the cracks in the wall in some people's homes. So I have no issue with the management of either of the mines in Wollondilly directly. They employ many of our community. But in principle, the system we had relating to subsidence before this bill was unfair and one-sided. The mines were appointed to be the judge, juror and executioner of any claim. These claims range from small cracking which can be patched to movements that rendered homes damaged beyond repair. Having the mine do the pre-assessment, including choosing assessors, allowing no disputed findings, assessing the claims and then finalising the claim themselves, just does not pass the pub test. Even if there's nothing untoward, there's no faith that my community has in this system that this was fair. The new bill does much to restore this faith and integrity to the system. We will now have independent oversight as well as independent decisions for claims, and I thank the government for listening to my community. My community sought amendments to strengthen this Act in a number of cases, and I'll be moving these as a group block, reinforcing the independence and limitation of the mine in the final decision. I understand the government will not support these, and that this decision and these things are likely unique to Wollondilly. Some of these changes would have seen the bill reinforcing the new system that puts integrity and residents' fair interest at the heart of the decision. And I note that while the opposition talked about developers and how it could have been improved for developers, my concern is simply about improving the situation, sometimes for my community members, the mums and dads that may in fact be doing a small development. The amendments would have sought to protect the potential of development applications that are submitted, undermined and then needing to be changed. While the government will not support these amendments today, my commitment is that I will always speak for my community, and if this new system doesn't work, then I'll be talking to the Minister again. Wollondilly for too long has missed out, and I assure my residents that legislative reforms will be ongoing. To that end, I should thank the support team I've had to guide me through this bill and guide the government with their submissions and meetings. Firstly, Steve Baker for his extensive advice after his years of representing my residents in claims as their solicitor. He is second to none in knowing the intricacies of the previous Act and the implications on residents' lives. Also to Sam Davis from Douglas Park and Nicole Pearce from Bargo. Both of these have been voices in their respective communities for the 2 mines that undermined their towns. Sam, along with Steve, gave written submissions that formed the basis of the new Act. While this doesn't affect them directly at all, your time and effort can be seen in this bill. Both Sam and Nicole have represented their communities on mining committees and came to meet with Minister Chandavong. On that note, I also thank the Minister and his team for their engagement with my office. I also thank a number of people from the past who have spoken out about these issues. Rivers SOS as a group no longer exists, but Caroline Grain and Julie Shepherd, I remember in 2007 as Mayor going down the Nepean River in a canoe and seeing the gas flames lit on the surface, rising from the cracks of the riverbed down to the mine. That group 20 years ago influenced so many people in so many ways, so the victory today is for them to share. Finally, to the residents of Wollondilly that have raised this issue with myself, and former members of Wollondilly, thank you for speaking up. Thank you for not giving up. I have heard your voice, and finally the government has listened. Congratulations, and while we have a way to go with legislative reform in this area, with this passage you have made a huge difference to the lives of many families in the Wollondilly, and I say we have had a win. Thank you.